Hello my friend, welcome to another adventure. Today let's see what it's like to live in an off-grid tiny home on a tropical island.
Today I'll show you this tiny home on a farm, take you to an ancient secret sea cave, show you one of the most beautiful valleys I've ever seen, and some of my favorite beaches on the island.
Let's get into it. Welcome inside this off-grid tiny home. This cozy space is only about 10 feet by 45 feet long. And while it is small, it holds all of the basic functionalities you need for everyday living. It's a lot smaller than a conventional home. That way, most of your focus is outside, enjoying nature. Let me show you around this cozy space and tell you all about how there's no utilities. The beautiful thing about off-grid living. Welcome to the grand entryway, which doubles as the seating area. It's right in the center of the living space. And it's one of my favorites because you can lay back, relax, and enjoy this magnificent view.
Next up,
the bedroom, where all the magic happens. This cozy corner holds the bed, which is nice and comfortable. There's a really nice cross breeze, and you can listen to the crickets as you fall asleep at night.
There's even a telescope so you can stargaze at night.
On this side, you'll find the kitchen and the bathroom. While this space is small, but it still has all the functionalities that you need, such as the gas stove, which is run off a 5-gallon propane tank, the sink that has a water pump linked to an external water tank, or even the refrigerator that's powered from solar panels on the roof that absorb energy from the sun and stored in a battery. I love how cozy and warm it is in here with all the wood, including that barn door, which holds the bathroom. Let me show you. This is a pretty basic bathroom, but you have a full-size shower, a toilet, and a sink. The water source for all three of these comes from that external fresh water tank. And then the heated portion of the sink and the shower is powered by an instant water heater from a small propane tank. Let's talk about replenishment. So that small propane tank is pretty easy to swap out once it empties. And so as you can see, with all the advancements available today, it's really not hard to live off-grid with modern conveniences. This is actually probably one of the most simple setups I've actually stayed in.
Here's the power inverter. There's also a bunch of solar panels on the roof, the instant water heater on the right, and its propane tank beneath the deck, the exterior fresh water tank, and the propane tank for the gas stove in the kitchen.
The problem is finding farmable land that's available.
Let's go outside.
This off-grid home is surrounded 360 degrees by farmland, so you can grow your own fruits and vegetables.
Would you like some farm fresh passion fruit?
Outside you'll find the deck, and I love this deck because it's just as big, if not bigger, than the interior living space.
Just out here enjoying golden hour as the sun sets. There's so much lush greenery on this farm. It's so much space. There's no noises, no cars, no terrible smelly pollution. It just makes for an absolutely perfect view at dusk. Do you hear the roosters? I think they're confused. The cockadoodling at sunset. It's so nice out here. Look at the golden on the mountains. The sun's going down.
Beneath the vast and endless blue, the sea tells tales both old and new. Waves rise high, then fall away, but in their dance there's hope each day. The ocean's roar may sound so deep, but in its heart hope softly sleeps. So when the world feels dark and cold, look to the waves, both young and old. For in the sea's eternal sway, hope will rise and light the way.
Check it out! I just made it to these ancient sea caves right on the coast. Let's climb down below and see what they look like. The caves start all the way back here and go several hundred feet to the ocean. These sea caves have been around for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Where's all the buried treasure? I don't know if I have the guts to try to find it, but let's check it out and see what it looks like. There's holes everywhere. It's like little
Little aquariums down here. Tide comes in, brings in fresh water. There's all these little fishies and crabs. It's full of life.
Is he gonna jump? These caves have formed over time from the surf wearing away at the lava rock.
I'm gonna climb into one of these holes and wonder what's down below the surface. This is one of the entrances to the cave. I don't think I'm gonna jump in here, but look how cool it is down below. I think I'm gonna go down that way. You can jump right in right here if you have the guts and the glory. Goes right into the sea cave. But look how blue it is. So beautiful.
Beneath the surface you descend and find yourself surrounded by an enchanting grotto. The sunlight filters through the ceiling and illuminates the cave, dances off the intricate rock walls, highlighting the crystalline blue nature of the ocean. You turn as the water rushes into the cave and breaks on the shore of worn coral and broken shells. As you wonder what secrets the cave holds.
This is crazy! You have to come during negative tide to get down here. The waves come into the caves. It's so beautiful in here. This is the coolest thing ever. See the waves come in? Oh my gosh. Pretty wild. Blue sky into the cave. Looks really intimidating. Ooh, there's little fishies in here. That's so cool. That was incredibly cool. I've never been in a sea cave like that before. Gotta make sure you pay attention to the tides, but you certainly feel like you're in a lost world down there. Who knows, there probably is a buried treasure, but I'm not diving to find it. Time to go.
Ancient Hawaiians considered this a sacred place on the island, a residence for kings as well as a sanctuary and place of refuge. These lush 4,000 acres now make up the Kualoa Valley. This private nature reserve is a paradise of colors, native species, and plants, as well as breathtaking views. From dense Hawaiian rainforest to vast open valleys, it's like none other.
Welcome to Jurassic Valley. Do you see these mountains behind me? This is my favorite place on the island. These mountains are just so tall into the sky. I can't wait to show you around. Let's go.
The Ko'olau Mountain Range, a remnant of a massive volcano that erupted 2.5 million years ago. It reaches into the sky as sacred land for the Hawaiians. I might have forgotten to mention, there's also giant lizards called dinosaurs on this island, so watch out.
The site of the gyrosphere, Jurassic World. Check out this view. Look, a T-Rex footprint.
If any of this looks familiar, that's because over 70 Hollywood movies have been filmed here in the valley since the 1950s. I'll give you one guess which one of them is one of my favorites.
Check it out! It's the Indominus Rex enclosure from Jurassic World. He looks hungry. I hope he doesn't escape and take me out for lunch. Jurassic Park is one of my favorite movies of all time, so it's so cool to see some of these movie sets that they did the actual filming with. Kauai is where most of the movies were filmed, but there were some select shots
Done right here in Oahu. But enough dinosaurs. Let's head back to the beach. Mo'okoli Island also holds its own folklore, but in ancient times was once connected to the island of Oahu until erosion completely separated it to where it stands today. Legend says that Mo'okoli Island, or Little Lizard, is the remains of the tail of a giant lizard that was chopped off and thrown into the sea. If you look, the Kualoa mountain range, meaning long back of the lizard, still stands towering above Mo'okoli Island.
Check out this beautiful beach.
Why does being near the ocean make us feel so calm? Something called the blue space effect. It refers to the combination of the rhythm and sounds of the waves alongside the horizon that can help balance our nervous system and overall anxiety levels, thus prompting us to breathe slower and feel more relaxed.